Assalamu alaikum, welcome and shukran for joining us on this week's An Nur the Light. Ramadan, the blessed month, is with us. It is a time where Muslims observe fasting from just before sunrise to just after sunset. Join us as we learn more about the virtues this month brings.
The holy month of Ramadan, a month like no other where Muslims experience the suffering of those less fortunate as a means of worship. For the faithful, there are many virtues associated with this auspicious month as Muslims heed the call to fast.
There's various virtues of Ramadan. The month itself, why was this month brought? Because mankind, sometimes we do get lost in this world. Now sometimes during the course of the year, there is various things brought to bring us back so that we can recognize who is our Creator. Why did this month of Ramadan came? Because to connect us to our Creator. That is the main purpose of this month of Ramadan. So that we can get connected spiritually. Physically we eat, that is for the physical strength. But spiritually, that is what people forget. That we need to uplift and to increase our spiritual behavior towards our sustainer and our Creator.
Every night, millions of people all over the world flock to their places of worship where they listen to the recital of the Holy Quran. This is one of the biggest virtues of this holy month, as the Quran was revealed in Ramadan, making this the month of the Quran as well.
To bring a person close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the month of Ramadan is by reciting the Quran, to recite Quran, and not only in the holy month of Ramadan we have to recite the Quran, but outside Ramadan also. But in the month of Ramadan we have to increase our recitation of the Holy Quran, And if we fast, we have to fast, with that Allah consciousness, that we are fasting only for the sake of Allah, and we have to feel the pangs of hunger, and ask ourselves, how does other people feel that haven't got food, not only, at least, by the end of the day we are eating and all the kinds of cookies and all these things on the table. And how must other people feel that, outside Ramadan, there's no food on the table.
Ramadan is a time for reacquainting one with their life's purpose. It's a time of introspection and reflection. Not only should one recite from the Holy Quran, but actively seek to memorize parts of it. More and more technology is making it easier and simpler to memorize, as well as recite with proper pronunciation.
Islam perceives technology in a very favorable light because it has made our life so much easier. First of all, if you look at the times that we have to pray, the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that the salah has been prescribed upon the believers in a specific time. Take, for instance, the fasting of the month of Ramadan. And the lunar calendar is determined by technology nowadays. People go sighting the moon, but it's already written on the calendar, the moon is born at a certain time. And likewise, the period of Hajj. Islam is not a stagnant religion. It is a progressive religion, and therefore technology becomes part of our progressiveness in Islam.
This month offers endless opportunities to those who seek virtue. Families have the opportunity to reconnect and build strong bonds.
Ramadan for me is one of the best months. It created taqwa in a person. Bring a person close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there's no other better month for me than the holy month of Ramadan. It's a month of sharing, a month of caring, a month that brings you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If the Ramadan can be the whole year, that for me it will be the best.
A lifetime of memories as believers return to familiar places. Traditions have been passed down from generation to generation. For the young, it's a new discovery. For the old, it's become a way of life, the essence of Islam.
If you're looking for ideas for Eid outfits, then I urge you to find our show on YouTube and scroll through the episodes. We featured some of South Africa's most stylish Muslim brothers and sisters. Or let's see what this week's street stylists are wearing.
I've always been encouraged by my family, my friends to dress modestly. I haven't been pressurized to wear modest clothing. I feel that it doesn't have to be boring. You can always spice it up. And as you can see what I'm wearing today, I'm wearing a jacket abaya and I feel it looks good on me.
Yeah, I feel fashion's subjective. It's how you feel about it, and that's exactly what should inspire you. It comes from the way you feel. You should be comfortable. Wear what makes you comfortable. If you look good at the end of the day, that's cool. I mean, don't be all slaggerach and stuff. Dress what you feel good in and wear. Be confident when you wear. Know that you look good and that's what it should be.
Because I'm in hijab, my first consideration would be being modest. So when I style an outfit, before considering anything to do with fashion, my thing would be concealing my body as best I can.
Well, I have a jacket abaya on, which I thought was quite cool. I feel black complements my body, it doesn't reveal so much my figure. I enjoy wearing boots. The heel gives me a bit of a height.
It's just my usual jeans, very comfortable, stretch jeans. Then I've got my blazer, which I quite like because it's very casual. I can wear it on a day out to a function, or I could just wear it to work. It's formal. Then black V-neck t-shirt, very important. I probably have like 103 of these in my cupboard. You probably see me wearing them every day.
Today I'm wearing a cape, and it's actually backless. And I'm wearing just a tight fitted top with a tight velvet skirt because the in thing right now is a half circle skirt. So it's got that silhouette to it.
As you can see, I haven't accessorized with bangles or so much of jewelry because the ring is quite big, so you don't want to overdo it. I love gold, I love bling, but I try to not overdo it.
There's people that I'd look up to, like you'd watch a movie and you go, hey, that's a nice look to try out. But it's also like the next time you'd see that same actor in a different way, you'd be like, why did he wear that? So I think it's about the moment, it's about the occasion. That's what inspires a lot.
My hijab, I just play around with it. I tie it all different ways. I enjoy styling it, pleating it a bit, and that's what I've done today. I love midi rings. They're trending right now. And this is just a bangle that goes into a ring. And I've got a henna tattoo in, and I always keep my nails in black henna.
Our show today is filled with all things Ramadan, and this next topic has me somewhat inquisitive. Many people are currently taking their health seriously, and in so doing are making better choices in what to eat. Let's check out how banting in Ramadan can help you.
Health and wellness are essential to having a good Ramadan. Fasting offers one the opportunity to cleanse the body, but this is often easier said than done. Ramadan is characterized by food. At the time of breaking the fast, tables are laden with all kinds of delights. Many are often unhealthy and can lead to ailments later on in life, but there are alternatives such as banting.
Because now I'm no longer focused on food, I can give more of my time, my thoughts, and I can devote my energy to being more spiritual during the month of Ramadan. You just get on with your business, not worrying about food. So you've got important time to think about other things that are more important, which during the month of Ramadan is your salah and, your ibadah and being devoted, more than ever, and keeping the family also focused during the month of Ramadan.
Mornings are often frenetic, but preparing banting meals are quick and easy. And Alia has a few recipe tips to share.
For Seri time, superfood, eggs and avocado and any combination thereof if you can. If you're not hungry enough, then to at least have maybe a little bit of avocado or even a shake that has some coconut milk, some dairy for the morning, so that you have enough of the protein and fat. That's what you want to have in the morning to get you through the day, because you won't have the afternoon snack that's usually available to you if you needed it, a bit of nuts and biltong, obviously fasting through to iftar time. But there are those mornings where you really don't feel like a cooked big breakfast. Then some double cream yogurt, some granola, Banting granola that's made with a combination of coconut and nuts and seeds. These are the things that will get you through to the end, to iftar quite easily.
While Banting offers great health benefits, Alia has discovered some others that are most welcomed.
That last hour and a half before iftar can be used for the purpose that it was intended. The time between asr and iftar is time that's quiet in the home. It's time to sit down and reflect on your purpose, your journey, your journey through Ramadan, the beauty of Ramadan. You sit down with your Quran. You wait iftar, but in a different way. It's not waiting for food.
Quite often, the evening meal known as iftar is the one that has people overindulging after a tough day of fasting. Banting meals are therefore ideal as it's filled with protein-building ingredients that help the body cope optimally. Meals can be prepared right after breaking fast.
Banting for the last 2 years has really made me really look at food in general, but Ramadan in particular. And we fast all day and it's part of our deen. There are religious and spiritual benefits to fasting as much as there are physical ones. And when you start to reflect on what we're really doing at the end of the day, it actually saddens you that we get after 12, 13 hours of fasting, then we have this massive feast at night. And it seems quite contradictory. So Banting's actually made it easy, I believe, to stay within what really is the essence of the fast of Ramadan, to go through these hours of fasting and get to the end of the day and really appreciate real food, appreciate a real meal without overeating. And the beauty of Banting food, particularly food of the green list, is you never feel overstuffed and tired.
When it comes to eating and eat lunch, I know that everything I've cooked the Banting way. So for them, I would probably make the rice, but for me, I would make the kali rice. So that's how I have a Banting Eid. If I'm having a roast, I know I've prepared it the right way, the Banting way. Yes, and I've got my veggies. The veggies that they eat is Banting veggies. So it really is simple, and they've actually started latching on as well. They look what's in my plate. My plate looks exciting and colourful, and they want some of that as well.
The health benefits of fasting are further enhanced through proper eating before and when breaking fast. Banting in Ramadan therefore adds significantly to this in cleansing, detoxing and refueling the body optimally.
Well, there's some great ideas for Sehri and Iftar. If you're going to try it out, then please post a comment on our Facebook page. Next up is this month's events calendar.
Ramadan is in full swing and there are many events happening. The Sakina Foundation will be holding a 4-week course on the tafsir of Surah An Nur. It will run every Wednesday starting the 31st of May and ending on the 21st of June 2017. The South African National Zakah Fund's Operation Winter Warmth is in full swing, but they still need your help. The organization has called on the public to open their hearts to those in need in under-resourced areas in communities and help SANZAF to ensure that those in need are protected against the harsh elements of this winter. Donations can be made at SANZAF offices countrywide. The Cape Malay Muslim Heritage Tour sees local activist Mohammed Groenewald taking participants inside South Africa's oldest mosque, the shrines of the first political prisoners, and one of Cape Town's oldest houses. Following the tour, everyone breaks the fast for Ramadan with a short talk before a traditional Cape Malay supper. The Muslim Lifestyle Expo aims to bring fashion and lifestyle to the people of Lodium and Pretoria. Enjoy your Sunday morning in the country at a performance of the magnificent white Lipizzaner stallions. The show lasts an hour. After the show, visit the stable courtyard, meet the riders, and feed carrots to the horses. The 1st of June sees the popular Encounters Documentary Film Festival kick off in both Johannesburg and Cape Town. The Bioscope as well as Cinema Nouveau in Rosebank are the two venues where films will be screened. Encounters features some of the best documentary films from the African continent and beyond. It is the month of Ramadan, and what better way to put your prayers into action than by offering to donate your services. The Islamic Relief Volunteer Program is calling upon Muslims to donate of their time and effort. Every year during the Eid al-Fitr period, crowds of eager patrons gather at the Al-Ansar premises to experience the pleasures of the Eid Milan. The mini trade fair features a variety of stalls to cater for just about all of your Eid requirements. Stalls range from the sale of sweetmeats, cakes, biscuits, scarves, jewelry, clothing, and household items. The Eid Milan has been in existence for over 10 years and is an event that the people of Durban look forward to. It was created as a source of entertainment and shopping in the Ramadan period for patrons to enjoy the Islamic ambience and feel spiritually uplifted. It brings together the community and also encourages us to be more giving and at peace with our fellow beings. As usual with all fundraising activities, proceeds from the Eid Milan are injected to the various activities of the organization.
This month brings with it untold blessings, and my hope is that we not forget the true purpose, which is to teach us compassion for our brothers and sisters. Lenise Dutour is standing by with a wonderful prawn paella recipe.
Assalamu alaikum. As you all know, Cape Town is a melting pot of people, culture and food. And one of the results of that diverse mix is exactly the recipe I'm going to be sharing with you today, and that is my sister's prawn paella. So, the ingredients that you need for my sister's prawn paella are the following. I've got 3 cups of basmati long grain rice. I've got 1 red pepper, 1 green pepper finely chopped. I've got 3 whole cloves of garlic. I've got 1 kilo of prawns. The bigger the prawn, the better in this case, because we're only using the prawns. I've got whole cardamom pods. I've got fresh coriander, and that's just for garnish. I've got cinnamon sticks, salt to taste. I've got a delicious seafood masala that's got nice crushed chilies in it. I've got additional garlic. I've got fresh lemon because we are working with seafood. I've got 2 whole chilies. We've got butter because butter makes everything better. I've got oil to braise my onions. I've got a punnet of mushrooms, and I've got 2 medium-sized onions that are finely chopped. The first thing that we're going to do is to fry off our onions and get our rice steaming. So in goes some oil, in go my onions, and just to keep that authentic palau flavor, we add cinnamon sticks and quite a few, so don't be shy, and about 4 cardamom pods. And to aid that process along, I'm going to add some salt. Okay, so my onions are just light and slightly sauteed, and they're smelling sweet. So now I'm going to add my peppers, my garlic, and my mushrooms. And this really is more for color than for flavor. So to this, I'm adding some fresh garlic, and that's the 3 cloves I told you about, just finely chopped. Now this is going to be creating a bit of moisture, which is a good thing, because once all of this is in the pot, I take that parboiled rice, it's just slightly not cooked, and it goes back into this pot, stirred through, and you let it steam so that all the flavors infuse. So I'm going to throw a bit of seafood masala in. And the trick to this as well is finding the seafood masala that works for you. So I'm just going to pop the lid on this and let it sweat down for another few minutes. Ooh. So you can see the mushrooms have rendered quite a bit of moisture. So this is purely optional, but I promise you the rice needs it. Adding additional moisture. So in goes my rice. all I'm going to do is pop the lid on and set this to one side and let it steam very lightly all on its own. Okay, so I'm swapping a pot for a wok. Okay, so now I'm going to pop my wok on the heat and hope and pray it gets hot enough. And to this, I'm going to add just a little bit of oil, and in goes some more butter. And my 2 whole chilies that I've just slit down the middle. To this, I'm adding garlic. And next up is our seafood. So what I like to do is take my prawns and make sure that every bite has enough spice. So down the inside of my prawn and face down. And I'll just keep doing this until it's all done, or I swell up and have to leave. And you finish each load off with a good squeeze of fresh lemon juice. The smell reminds me of family get-togethers or Eid mornings. Okay, so the last of my prawns are done. So I'm keeping these few in here, just so I get some extra sauce while I go and get that pot. Okay, so when we plate, so you start off with a nice bit of rice. And our last layer. So one thing's for sure, when you have my prawn paella, everyone's going to look for a prawn, huh? So my chilies that I've cooked through, loads of fresh lemon, sprinkling of fresh coriander, and I promise you'll love that we've made a palau and a paella to form this delicious dish. So until next time, Assalamu alaikum.
Yummy! Another recipe in the bag. The team and I would like to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you a blessed Ramadan. See you next week, same time, same place. From me, Mario Mokonda, Salangantle, Assalamu alaikum.